Dave Taylor, Ohio Representative, District
Please
2.
say the name of the United States Senator or Representative that you are trying to reach, or say I'm not sure.
Dave Taylor.
Which are you trying to reach? You can say Senator or Representative.
Representative Dave Taylor, 2nd District of Ohio.
Tell me your 5-digit zip code.
45692.
Please hold while I connect your call.
This is the office of Congressman Dave Taylor. AJ speaking. How can I help you?
Hi, AJ. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, I've been better, but we're getting a little bit better now that we got Republicans in there. That our president is finally back where he belongs, and he's already kicking butt and taking names. The whole demeanor of the world has already been changing and stuff. I don't know if you can notice that or not, but I'm calling in because I had a lot of trouble out of Brad Winstrip. First problem that we had with Brad Winstrip is that he was a career politician, and like he set up his shop in there, and he just wanted to take his time. He didn't really care about the people that he was in there supposed to be protecting and taking care of, and he didn't care, and he didn't know that representatives, he didn't have a clue of what that job actually consists of, because when you're a representative, that means that you represent, and if you're going to represent somebody, you have to hear them, and you can't hear somebody if you have your human answer machine that's hanging up on We the People. You understand, like what I'm saying here? Like the reason why that you're answering the phone, which is another issue that I have, we need to add in to legislation or whatever we need to do, because the way this is set up is We the People, me, I'm supposed to talk to my representative that was elected, and then my representative is supposed to take that to Congress for me. Now, how in the hell am I going to be able to do that if I call in and that human answer machine that I pay for and that I've allowed my representative to have to make his job easier to talk to me, if he hangs up on me or she? How's that supposed to work? And
Right.
and also, how come that we don't actually ever talk to the representative? This is ridiculous.
Well, can you, just so I can pass this message along, can I please confirm your address so I can log this correspondence in our system?
Well, I don't mind giving you the address, but I'm going to ask you why you're asking my address for.
Just so we can, there's multiple James Preston in our constituent management system, and just so I can make sure I log this under the right name.
Okay, now you said your name is what? DJ?
AJ.
AJ. Sorry about that. AJ.
You're okay.
Yeah, I don't mind doing that at all, but I'm asking you first, even though there's like several James Prestons and stuff, what would it matter?
We just like to keep track of the correspondence we have with constituents, so if you call in again, we can see what we've talked about previously.
Oh yeah, well I appreciate that, and you know what? Matter of fact, you'll get to know me well because, well, I have a YouTube channel, and I didn't put all of the stuff on my channel. Matter of fact, it was part of the reason why that I stopped posting as much as I did was because I knew that Dave Taylor, which we all, elected and got him in there, and I just seen that it was a nowhere street, especially when I was getting hung up on whenever I would call in, and it wasn't just me. It's other people that I know and that talks to me all the time. You know, some through my channel, and then some just personal family and friends and stuff. But AJ, my name is James Preston.
Yes, sir.
And you can look me up on King James Preston, or at King James Preston on YouTube. And I hope you subscribe to the channel there. I would be that'd be great if you'd do that.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll look you up later tonight.
Okay. Well, the other ones that was in there, the waste of space, they subscribed to my channel, but it was mainly so they could monitor what I was saying about them, instead of actually looking and agreeing or figuring out how we can make our country better. Because like with Trump, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'll be honest with you. Like I've been watching Dave Taylor, and I've seen him a little bit and stuff. I haven't met him yet, and I'm really hoping to personally before too long. That would be amazing. Maybe even get him to do an interview or something would be really super awesome. Because if people haven't noticed by now, nobody and everybody that has a brain between their ears are so over this evilness that's taking place with the gays and the alphabet and everything else that's going on, and trying to destroy people's relationship with God and being Christians. They're trying to destroy the family unit. The kids, when they're going to school and stuff, and they're telling them, they're saying, hey, you can go and you can get your parts cut off, and you can take hormone blockers and stuff, and you don't even have to look what Trump did. He already signed that away, executive order, brother. And I don't know if you've been watching, but I sure as hell have, and we have been waiting.
I have been watching the executive orders too, sir.
Now, good for you, AJ. I appreciate that. It sounds like hopefully you and I get along really well, because, see, that's supposed to be a Republican office, and that's supposed to be conservatives. And
yes, sir.
And when you get everything in line, it starts from that right there. Because if you take somebody that's a liberal-crat that wants to murder a child, you really don't need to go any further to find out their mindset. If somebody is willing, and they don't understand that life begins at conception, then they're mental. They just don't understand. I don't want to be on the planet with them. And they need to go, because I'm not leaving. I'm not the one that has a warped mind. They are. And how you can tell that I'm right on this is because where's Trump at now? He's back in office. This is not just my word. This is everybody that I've spoken to. I had people, when I was wearing my Trump hat, before it was even cool. When it wasn't cool, I was wearing my Trump hat. And that I had people that would come and whisper to me, no kidding, like they would look around the room and make sure nobody was listening or watching. And I'm not joking you, grown men. And they'd say, hey, I like your hat. So that's one of the easiest ways to find my channel. If you look up James Preston, hey, I like your hat, that'll pop up. You'll see me and my son on there. But
Okay.
That's a true story. And I had people telling me that I should write a book or I should do something, because I was talking about common sense stuff when they took it away. And we absolutely, this is one of the big things that I'm calling in for, is I want 2020 to be absolutely looked into. And see, it's a common sense thing. 2020, we the people, you and I, AJ, all of us out here that votes, and when I say we, I'm talking about you and I and Dave Taylor, and I'm hoping I'm talking about Dave Taylor too, but everybody that I know that's a true American, we know that something happened in 2020. You do not shut down an election at night when somebody's winning, come back the next morning and see all the stuff like these vans coming in with these big boxes and stuff, pulling boxes out from underneath the tables and stuff. And then, you know what I mean? That was a no-brainer. Now, why is that so important? Well, first of all, because the American people were lied to. Our country had been hijacked, which everybody that takes their oaths of office and stuff has an obligation, and they swear an oath to protect against foreign and domestic. Well, we were attacked, and we was duped on 2020. And we know that Trump won that. We know that. And this is not just about Trump. This is more about the American people than anything. Because the American people, their choice, even in 2020, also in 2020, I should say, we put Trump in there. But the ones that have been in there, these lifelong politicians and stuff, they don't want to give up their positions because they've had it so cushiony. They could just steal from us and they could just say, well, we're going to take these taxes and we're going to do this with them. And it never happens. Just like when they said that they was going to use that for computers so everybody would have internet and everything, and not one computer was ever turned on, and we spent billions of dollars on that. And I don't know if you understand the thing that I'm talking about that or not, but if you don't, you can look it up. Like we spent, I don't remember how much the bill said or whatever, and so what happened to that money? If not one computer was turned on with the internet or whatever, then what did they do with all the money? We already know. We're not stupid. And that's really why the people have given this mandate and stuff to Trump to get this back online. But you know what? What does everybody say? It starts with your local. Okay? And hell, I already knew that. But what are you supposed to do whenever you call into the very place that's supposed to listen to you? And they think that they have the power to hang up on the American people's voice, which is hanging up on freedom of speech. Now, if somebody ever does that, they do not understand the Constitution, and they have zero respect for America and the freedom of speech, because that they're literally taking away the voice of America when they hang up on them. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about Brad Winstrip's office. I had people hang up on me. Not so much there, but I can tell you old
JD.
Huh?
JD
Oh yeah,
Vance.
JD Vance's office. JD Vance's office. I had a couple of people up there. Was it Aaron? One of them?
Chris and Nick, I believe it was.
Yeah, Chris and Nick or whatever. But and then what's the other one? The
Ashley.
Yeah, Ashley. Whenever you call the Democrats, what was the one? I called a few of them, and they hung up on me, which is absolutely ludicrous. When you was asking me, AJ, earlier, you said, well, what's your name, so I can... I was wondering if you was going to say, well, you're not in our district. Because let me tell you something. If somebody's inside of America, if they're standing in Hawaii or Alaska, wherever it's at, and they call a representative, there ain't no borders. There's no border. If somebody calls you or Dave Taylor, nobody should ever say, well, I only serve just the 2nd District. Look, that's how we got into this shit that we're in now.
And what is up with the government?
Come over here. You should tell. This is AJ, by the way, and this is
Naomi. I want to put down as a second call, by the way, backing up whatever James has been saying.
Okay.
Nice to meet you, AJ. Give him a second, Terry. He's pretty cool.
Well, another issue that I have there, AJ, not to interrupt or anything, but why is it that our food and everything is outrageous, yet our government takes away the food assistance and cuts it down by $50? where
Oh wait,
never in history.
Elaborate on what you're actually talking about.
Talking about the EBT program, the food stamp, SNAPs, whatever you want to call it. Never in my lifetime have I ever seen a $50 cut on the SNAP program, the food stamp program.
That's under
And
that was Biden's
now,
cut.
not only myself but other people as well that I know have been cut $50. We're barely affording to buy the food that we get now. And yet the government wants to take more?
Actually, see that, but to clarify, AJ, she is actually talking about under Biden here. So the message.
No, that goes for this year.
No, hold on. Yeah, no, I understand it is this year, but so her message that she wants, which I'll back her up on this too, is we want Dave to take this to Congress and say, hey, we need this money not only restored, but it should be added to, because it's not like the price of anything went down or whatever, you know?
Right.
And
all right, well, I'll tell you what, I got two messages going here. I got one for you, and then I've got one for Naomi. Is she maybe, I'm not sure if you're on speaker or what the situation is. Is she comfortable with sharing her last name and address just so I could log her message as well?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a really respectful way to do that. Yeah, absolutely. Here, hold on a second. Tell him your name.
My last name is Marks, M-A-R-K-S.
M-A-R-K-S. All right, let's see here. Are you located in Jackson, Ohio by chance?
Yes, Wellston address, but Jackson County, yes. Yeah.
All right, look at that. I got James and I got Naomi here
Yep.
all at one time.
Yep.
Let me see it.
All right, I'm just writing down your comments about the SNAP program is all.
Yeah, because that's completely unfair that the food prices are completely outrageous. Everybody's barely making it now and able to afford to buy the basic necessities like milk, eggs, and so forth. And yet the government signed a thing to where now they took $50 from us. That's insane.
Well, another thing that they do also is like if somebody's on two programs, they'll raise one a few dollars, and then the other one will take away more than a few dollars, because they'll say, well, you're making that much money over there, so now we're going to take it off over here. And AJ, just so that we're on the same page here, brother, we're just getting started. I promise you. There is so many issues and stuff, and this is why we voted for Trump, and this is why we put Dave Taylor in there and stuff, is because he's got to be his shoes better have metal cleats on the bottom of them, because he's going to be doing an awful lot of running and stuff, because there are so many issues now, and he jumped into a hornet's nest. I know that he did, but you know what? Nobody made him do it. So I hope that him and his office is ready, because we're here, and I haven't even begun about what they did to me on the COVID garbage. I went to the hospital, and they said that it was all paid for. They told me from the get-go, before I even went in, before I even called the ambulance or anything, I found out, they said, nope, if you got COVID, it's covered under the COVID relief fund. Everybody, and I'm telling you, everybody that I spoke to, the ambulance driver, both of them, when I got to the emergency room, everybody that was dealing with me whenever I went in, I asked every single one of them. Now I have AFib because of COVID. I've got long COVID now because of that. And just so we're clear, that's the government's problem. That's the government failure. And that, remember, Trump was in there, and they swear an oath to protect us, foreign and domestic. Well, I wasn't protected. Now, am I gunning for Trump? Nope, because I honestly believe that he had nothing to do with it. Although he's responsible, I don't think that, I know he wouldn't like Fauci. I don't believe that or whatever. Fauci's as guilty as He needs another thing too. Fauci, stay with me on this for just a minute, AJ. I'm going to finish
I'm
this.
listening. I'm staying with you.
Well, here's the reason why. There's so much stuff that this could get twisted, and I don't want it to happen that way. But they promised me that all of my medical would be taken care of on this.
And I even emailed Brad Winstrip numerous times asking him to get involved and help with this because of where James's medical bills had not been covered by the government like they were supposed to have been through the COVID relief. And Brad Winstrip would not answer me. He refused.
Well, Bill Johnson started off, and he was doing pretty good. And then all of a sudden I got handed over, or they changed somehow from Bill Johnson, and then it went to Brad Winstrip. And just about the time we was about ready to have some kind of resolution was when that trade come in, and then it all just kind of fell apart and went to hell, because now I'm still in for 30 grand to the hospital, and it was all supposed to be paid for, but they wouldn't even see me, even though I have a heart condition now. They wouldn't see me until I paid the bill. And I said, no, it's paid for under the COVID relief. They said, no, They said, no, they stopped taking it. So I called them, and they said, well, we was told on March 28th, remember that date, March 28th, I think they told me, that they was out of money, and that not to take any new. And I said, well, that's great. I said, because I was there in January. And I was in the hospital long before that, so I was already covered. But yet they said, oh, no, it's out of money. Now, let me ask you something. What do you think the government would do if you or I said, oh, no, I can't pay them taxes, I'm out of money right now? It don't work that way, does it?
Right.
But, this is so this needs to be addressed and taken care of. And also, I'm going back to the 2020. We'll never let it go. And it better be what Dave Taylor's doing in there. That better be one of his priorities is 2020. Because everybody that I talk to does not want that to go anywhere. And it can't go anywhere. Because if this monkey, Biden, is trying to pardon somebody, he can't do it. He's not a legit president. He's never been a president. They stopped the election when the president was ahead, Trump. And then they show up the next morning, you turn the TV on, and magically out of nowhere, these vans pull up, making these drops and stuff. And I mean, how much sense does somebody have to say, well, wait a minute, dead people are voting? That's obviously a problem right there. You know what I mean? So Joe Biden was never ever a president. So he cannot pardon anybody. He can't even pardon himself from the damn table. You see what I'm saying? So it lines up. So it lines up with Fauci. He can't pardon Fauci. He can't pardon none of those. He can't pardon himself. So that's why that we want him to be found like it truly is anyway. He's not a legitimate, he's just a put-in. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. And if you want to talk to the crazy train out there, look at the pink and the purple hair with the weird glasses and stuff. Look at that Millie guy or whatever. What in the hell is going on? I mean, Dave has stepped into such a tangled up bunch of garbage. But look what Trump's doing. Trump's just saying, well, you know what? It's tangled up. What do we need to do? Oh, yeah, just cut all the shit loose and throw it in the trash where it belongs. And let's get to making America great like it should be, Yeah. But it's hard to do when they come along and they purposely hit our people. Look, you know what? It's not just the ones that's affected because they're living like I am with health issues now because of it. But what about the ones that's not here now? You know, or the people that's dealing with being alone now because their partners or their son or whoever it is no longer around because of what Fauci done and what the American people fell asleep and allowed to happen. Okay, we're not asleep now. I'm going to offend a lot of people, and I have offended a lot of people. And if offending them, if it's a simple thing by telling the truth or standing up for America or our rights, then I'm going to piss off a whole lot of people. I already have, and I'm sure I will again. But I can tell you right now, it's way easier talking to people now versus before the inauguration happened. Just as soon as Trump won the election, you could just tell people's demeanor across the board started changing and stuff, you know, which is absolutely amazing or whatever. AJ, listen, I appreciate your time. I appreciate your patience. Thank you so much for not doing something that absolutely just aggravates the hell plumb out of me is whenever they say, well, I got other constituents to get to, which I heard a lot. And if you look at my channel, you'll see that just aggravates me because those constituents could call in the same as I did. Those constituents can wait in line the same as what I had to do. But these were people that didn't actually give a damn about what we are saying. And that's why you guys are there to, in fact, listen to what the hell it is that I'm saying. That's your guys' job, is to take that. And it sounds to me like you already got that, AJ, and I appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Hey, listen,
Yes, sir.
God bless you, brother. I guarantee you that you'll be hearing a lot from me. I left you alone. I didn't attack the very first day. I thought I'd let you guys kind of get your bearings going. When did you guys officially start in there?
We officially started on the 3rd of January.
3rd of January. Okay.
Yep, so we're going on about 19 or so days now.
All right. Well, you're welcome. I left you go and let you get settled in there a little bit. But we
do appreciate it.
Well, here's the thing. What the hell are you going to take? What are you going to take? And I'm talking to everybody out there in YouTube land. What would you be taking to Congress if we don't call in? AJ?
Oh, I'm sorry. When you said you're talking to everybody in YouTube land,
I am talking to them too. But
Right.
if you don't call in to our representatives and talk to our answer machines like Mr. AJ here, so that they can get this. Oh, here's another thing across the board that everybody that I'm talking to, we're all in agreements with this, AJ, and we're talking to Mr. Taylor. That we, in fact, want some way of knowing our message has, in fact, made it to Congress. Because this is where the breakdown of the whole system happens. Because let's say that you bring me $100, AJ, and you put it in my hand, you say, here, take that and put that in the bank for me. I say, okay. But you don't have a deposit book. You don't have a bank book. There's no online. You can't find out if, in fact, I put that money there. Well, how in the hell do you think I took that money there?
I guess it's a trust factor at that point.
That's exactly right. And let me ask you something. How many people do you think trust the government?
Right.
Exactly. So what we need is a system in place. This is what we're telling that we want to happen. We want a system in place that when he takes our messages in there, that there is a recorded play or documented to where you can read the whatever that he takes and who it was that he took it to. What actions did he in fact take? Now here's the thing. If he wants to do it on a channel or something, that's fine, but he's going to have to make sure that everybody in America knows, in fact, and is able to have access to whatever he says platform that he does it on. Like Brad Winstrip. See, he said, well, you can go to bradwinstrip.com and all this, .org and all this stuff. But, I know older people right now, they've never owned a computer and they don't even have cell phones. And also, I know younger people that chooses not to do cell phones. They've never owned one and they won't have one, they say. Some of them don't even do computers.
Right.
Emails or anything else. And in fact, that's kind of what's going on with the money system right now. That's why that crypto has not absolutely taken over yet. It's coming, but it has to be made simpler. So if Dave says, okay, well, let's put we can do this or whatever, he's got to make sure that everybody's got access to that.
Mm-hmm. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I've got that written down for us here as part of the message about making sure everybody has access to what we're doing, that we're visible.
Yeah. Well, like, there's like right now, do you think there's any way that we could look up that Brad Winstrip, when I told him about going and doing anything at any point in time, especially about this whole COVID debacle, like them saying, oh, we're out of money, do you think that I could go look that up? Do you think there's documentation where I could go and truly find out that he did that?
I'm not 100% certain on that, sir.
Well, no, I am. There is no way. And do you know why? Here, you can take it to the bank that he didn't do it, and the way that you know this is it's Brad Winstrip, and he's a lifelong politician. He didn't want to make things better, so he just didn't. He chose not to do anything like. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, he was kind of looking into the COVID-19 stuff like that a little bit. But if Dave Taylor thinks that he can pick out one or two things and then go hard and heavy at it, man, he's in the wrong place, because we have so many issues to get to. Why do you think that Trump intertwined all of those orders and stuff into the inauguration program? Because he got it. He gets it. That's why we voted for him, because he understands we're like way behind now. And we're in such trouble. He's getting inaugurated, and at the same time, he's signing executive orders.
Right.
Because you have to juggle a whole lot of things right now. And if you think that these liberal crats are going away, or they went away, no. Get on YouTube. Have you seen them actually talking about that something Stefana or whatever it is, talking about poisoning people and stuff? Have you seen that?
I have not seen that, sir.
Oh, please look it up, AJ. No joke. Right on YouTube, you can look it up. Where I can't remember. There back in the 1700s or something, there was a woman that created a poison for her husband or something like that. I don't remember. It's something Stefana is the name of her. And they're on YouTube showing these little rings with little hidden compartments and stuff. And you can read what they're putting out there. Like, if your boyfriend voted for Trump, do this, or don't let them know when they go to sleep, and, put this in their drink and stuff. No joke. It's on there. What are you looking up? No?
The name of it.
No, it's okay. He can find it. He's got enough to be doing, I'm sure. AJ, I'm gonna let you go today, but trust me, you and I is gonna be talking a lot, and I do appreciate you being in there. I appreciate your patience very much, and understanding, and I'm really glad to have you in there.
Well, we appreciate you giving us the call, and I'm sure we'll be in touch.
Oh, no, yeah, absolutely.
So, it was good talking to you and Naomi today, all right?
Yeah, we'll talk to you tomorrow. Thanks, AJ.
All right. Bye.
All right, bye. All right. Our new buddy AJ. Let's see if Dave Taylor here. Let's see what happens. You know. But I definitely mean what I'm saying. We definitely got to hit the ground running here. I let them have enough time to kind of adjust and get settled in and everything. But anyway, yeah, call your representative out there, everybody. It's not you know, it'd be really easy because look, we're not even up on high ground right now. If you look at the economy, because of everything that's happened, it ain't all of a sudden just better now that Trump. It's better because Trump's in there now, absolutely. But the economy is crap right now, and it's going to take some time. So if you go buy your milk and eggs and everything right now, you're still going to be paying over the moon for it and everything. So listen, I'm out of here for right now. So appreciate you subscribing to the channel. It don't cost anything to subscribe. If you are a subscriber and you've hung in there, well, man, I appreciate it very much. God bless America. You and yours. We're praying for you. Thanks for praying for us. Love you, Lord. Love you, boss. 2025. Let's go.